Do you ever get that feeling, that constant white, like a low hum of anxiety, just always there in the background?
Mhm.
Or maybe it's that heavy cloak of burnout where, I don't know, even deciding what to eat feels like this huge, complicated task.
Yeah, decision fatigue is real.
Totally. And every email feels like a threat almost, and your
Yeah.
to-do list. Forget about it. It's like a mountain range you're just too tired to even look at.
Right, you feel wired, maybe, but also completely drained at the same time.
Yeah.
It's a strange paradox.
Exactly. So, we often grab for the usual things, meditation apps, maybe journaling, another self-help book.
Sure, mental strategies.
Right. But what if the best tool, the most like immediate one, isn't just in our heads? What if it's actually in our bodies?
Okay, getting physical.
Yeah. What if moving, just simple movement, is the key to cutting through that tension, that mental fog?
Well, that's exactly what we're diving into today.
Yes. Today we're doing a deep dive into movement as medicine, your personal stress-busting toolkit.
Mhm.
And look, this isn't about, hitting the gym to get ripped or run a marathon tomorrow.
No, not the focus here.
It's about really understanding how physical activity works, almost like, well, like medicine for your mental state.
Hmm.
How we can use it to handle anxiety, push back against stress, and genuinely beat burnout.
Building a practical toolkit.
Exactly. So let's get into it. Let's start with the science bit. Why does moving your body actually change how your mind feels when you're
Yeah,
stressed?
okay, so when we talk about stress, we're really talking about biology,
Uh-huh.
a very old system.
Primal stuff.
Totally primal. Your body is wired for survival. So when stress hits, could be a deadline, could be, I don't know, a difficult phone call, that overflowing inbox you mentioned,
Right.
your body instantly flips into fight or flight mode. It's
Mhm.
this ancient reaction, a massive surge of hormones like adrenaline and cortisol.
Ah.
And those hormones are designed to get you ready for intense physical action. Like right now, to run away from something dangerous or, stand and fight it.
But the danger today is usually my laptop screen.
Exactly. That's the modern problem. Our predators aren't tigers anymore. They're emails, notifications, endless demands.
Mm-hmm.
So we get flooded with these really powerful stress chemicals, all primed for action. But what do? We sit, we check more email, we just kind of stew in it.
Oh, man. Stewing in a chemical soup? That sounds about right.
It really is. And when those hormones, especially cortisol, aren't used up, when they just hang around, that's bad news long term.
How so?
Well, chronically high cortisol is linked to all sorts of issues. Inflammation, problems with thinking clearly, that brain fog we were talking about.
Yeah, definitely felt that.
It messes with your sleep, can even weaken your immune system. Your body is basically screaming for a physical release that it just never gets.
Okay, so that's where movement comes in.
Precisely. This is where movement becomes your, superpower. When you actually do something physical, you're giving your body that release it's been waiting for.
You're completing the cycle.
You're literally completing the stress cycle. You're telling your body, okay, threat handled, we escaped. It burns off that excess adrenaline and cortisol. Think of it like a pressure release valve, built right in.
That makes so much sense.
But wait, there's more. It's not just about getting rid of the bad stuff. Movement actively triggers the good stuff too. Your internal pharmacy, basically.
Like the runner's high.
Exactly. That feeling of, euphoria after a good workout. Even if you're not a runner, you might feel it. That's endorphins kicking in.
Nature's painkillers.
And mood boosters. Big
Yeah.
time. But it doesn't stop there. Regular exercise also helps boost other really important brain chemicals. Serotonin, crucial for mood, feeling okay. Dopamine, that's your motivation, your focus, your pleasure signal.
Yep.
And norepinephrine, which helps with alertness and how you respond to stress. When these guys are balanced, it's like having a natural antidepressant and anti-anxiety medication running through your system. Seriously, zero prescription needed.
Wow. Okay, so it's not just burning off stress, it's actively building up good feelings.
Right. And if we zoom out, look at the long game. Consistent exercise actually changes your brain.
Changes your brain. How?
It's called neuroplasticity. Your brain can physically adapt. Regular aerobic exercise, for instance, studies show it can actually increase the size of your hippocampus.
Which is important for
Memory and emotional regulation, really key stuff. At the same time, it can help calm down the amygdala, which is like your brain's panic button.
So you become less reactive.
You build mental resilience.
Yeah.
You're physically making your brain better at handling stress in the future. You're less likely to get stuck in those anxious loops, more adaptable.
Okay, that's huge. If our bodies and brains are so clearly designed for this, it really makes you wonder, what stops us? Why is it sometimes so hard?
That really is the million-dollar question, isn't it?
Yeah, the science is totally there. It's convincing.
Yeah.
Movement isn't just nice to have, it's like fundamental. But, life gets in the way, you're overwhelmed, and then someone says, just exercise more.
Right. It can feel like another demand, another thing to fail at.
Exactly, especially the thought of like, what kind of movement? How much? For how long? If you're already feeling swamped, telling someone to go run for an hour can just feel impossible, like another chore.
And that's why the one-size-fits-all approach just doesn't work here. Not for stress management anyway.
So what does work?
The real power, based on what we're seeing, is in matching the movement to how you actually feel right now, your mental state in that specific moment.
Okay, like using the right tool for the job. You wouldn't use a screwdriver to hammer a nail.
Exactly. Your body and mind need different things at different times. So let's actually build that toolkit, your personal, intuitive stress-busting toolkit. Ready?
Let's do it. Tool number 1.
Tool #1, the tension-releasing burst.
Okay, tension releasing burst. When would I use this? Describe the feeling.
Think acute anxiety. That really frantic, scattered energy. You feel like you literally want to climb the walls or maybe just scream.
Oh yeah, that internal buzzing, like you're wound up super tight.
That's the one.
Yeah.
Your fight or flight system is basically screaming for release now. For that kind of intense state, you need something quick and powerful.
Like what?
High-intensity interval training, HIIT, short bursts of all-out effort, then a quick recovery, then go again, or maybe just a flat-out sprint. Boxing, even honestly just punching a pillow really hard can work.
Huh. Okay, I actually did that once. Well, not the pillow. But I felt so crazed one day, brain going a mile a minute. I just went outside and sprinted up and down my driveway like 5 times. Felt ridiculous, but it worked.
That's a perfect example. See? That kind of intense burst acts like a hard reset for your nervous system.
A reset button. I like that.
By pushing your body to its max, even for just a minute or two, you rapidly burn off that frantic energy. It's like a controlled explosion. Safe catharsis.
And what happens after?
Often, surprisingly, a deep sense of calm follows. It's amazing. The research suggests even just 10 or 15 minutes of this kind of thing can short-circuit a panic response, pull you back from feeling totally overwhelmed.
Wow. So that's the go-to for immediate, like, DEFCON 1 stress.
Exactly. Immediate relief.
Yeah.
Clears the mental decks.
Okay, got it. Burst for the frantic moments. But what about the other kind of stress, the long, slow burn?
Ah, yes, the chronic stuff. That leads us to tool #2, the rhythmic meditative flow.
Rhythmic meditative flow. Okay, describe this state.
This is for that awful, draining feeling of chronic stress, burnout. You feel completely depleted, exhausted deep down, mentally soggy. Simple things feel heavy.
The running on empty feeling.
Exactly. And in that state, suggesting someone do HIT,
Right.
that could actually make things worse. It just feels like another demand on an empty tank. You need restoration, not more pushing.
So what kind of movement helps here?
Think rhythm, repetition, something steady and predictable, like a comfortable jog where your breathing just settles into a pattern, or a long, mindful walk, swimming laps, focusing on the stroke, a steady bike ride.
Okay, so it's about the consistency, the rhythm.
Precisely. That predictable rhythm, feet hitting pavement, arms pulling through water, pedals turning it, has this incredibly calming, almost meditative effect.
How does that work on the nervous system?
It directly helps regulate your breathing. Slower, deeper breaths, that lowers your heart rate, and it gently shifts you out of that constant fight or flight state and into rest and digest.
The calm down mode.
A parasympathetic state, yeah. That's where real restoration happens. Your body and mind can actually recover and repair. So this kind of movement isn't just about feeling better right now, although it does that too.
It builds something longer term.
It builds endurance, not just physical, but mental endurance.
Right.
Helps you build up a reserve to handle those long-term pressures. It's like slowly refilling a well that felt completely dry. Sustained self-care.
Okay, that makes a ton of sense. Burst for panic, flow for burnout. What's next? Is there a third tool?
There is. Tool #3, the grounding mindful practice.
Grounding, mindful practice. When is this the right tool?
This is for when you feel disconnected. Maybe low energy, but also kind of agitated, unmotivated, stuck in your head, just replaying thoughts over and over.
Yeah, like you can't get out of your own mental loops.
Exactly. It's a clear signal you need to get out of your head and back into your body, gently, mindfully.
So examples.
Think yoga, especially styles that really focus on linking your breath with each posture. Tai Chi, with those slow, deliberate flowing movements. Or even just a very slow, very calm walk in nature. You might have heard of Shinrin Yoku.
Forest bathing?
That's the one, the Japanese practice of just being among the trees, immersing yourself.
Okay, so with this kind of movement, the goal isn't intensity or rhythm.
Not primarily, no. The goal here is like the feeling of your feet on the ground, the air on your skin, the tiny shifts in your balance as you move, really syncing your breath with the movement.
So it's about awareness.
Deep awareness. It's incredibly grounding. It acts like an anchor, pulling you out of those swirling, chaotic thoughts and planting you firmly in the physical present. Think about just noticing the texture of bark on a tree or the feeling of cool air during a yoga stretch.
Yeah, it's sensory focus.
It's powerful.
Right.
With forest bathing, for example, it's not just a walk. Research shows it can lower blood pressure, reduce stress hormones, improve mood. Part of it might be these compounds trees release, phytoncides.
Wow.
But a big part is just that mindful presence in a natural setting. It promotes clarity, peace. It's amazing how just being present, really in your body, during gentle movement, can be so effective at quieting the mind.
Gentle but powerful. Okay, so we have the burst, the flow, and the grounding practice. 3 amazing tools, but here comes the tricky part again.
Making it happen.
Yeah. How do you actually build this into your life when you're already feeling maxed out? It still sounds like another thing to do.
It's such a valid point. It really could feel like adding another burden. But the advice we found is actually really practical, really gentle. First thing, and this is key, start ridiculously small, like almost laughably small. Don't aim for an hour at the gym if that feels overwhelming.
So what, like 10 minutes?
Even smaller if you need to. Commit to a 5-minute walk around the block, seriously. Or just stand up right now and do 2 minutes of stretching. Or 3 jumping jacks. The goal isn't a huge workout.
It's momentum.
Exactly. It's about building momentum, getting a tiny win. That little success tells your brain, okay, I did something. It breaks that all-or-nothing thinking that keeps us stuck.
Yeah.
A tiny step is way better than a big plan you never start.
Okay, start tiny. What else?
Second, schedule it. And I mean really schedule it.
Like a work meeting.
Like a non-negotiable meeting with your most important client. Put it in your calendar. Set reminders, whether it's 5 minutes of mindful movement before work or a 15-minute flow walk after lunch. Block it out.
It feels kind of selfish, though.
It's not selfish. It's essential mental hygiene. We prioritize everything else right. Other people's needs, deadlines. This is your appointment for your well-being. You wouldn't skip a doctor's appointment, hopefully. Treat this the same way. It signals to your brain, this matters.
Okay, schedule it like it matters. Makes sense. Anything else?
And maybe the most important piece, listen to your body. This ties right back into the toolkit idea.
Tuning in.
Yeah. Before you move, just pause for a second. Ask yourself honestly, what do I actually need right now? Is it that frantic energy needing a burst? Are you totally drained and need that gentle rhythmic flow? Or do you just need to feel your feet on the ground with some mindful practice?
Matching the movement to the mood.
Yes. When you match the movement to what you genuinely need, it stops feeling like a chore. It becomes, well, intuitive, responsive, an act of self-care, even self-compassion. And that is what makes it sustainable.
Wow. That really shifts the perspective. It's not about forcing yourself. It's about responding to yourself.
Precisely.
Your body is designed to move. Your mind wants to find calm. And movement is the bridge. It connects them. And like you said, remember, movement isn't punishment for something you ate or didn't do.
No, it's a celebration.
It's a celebration of what your body can do for your mind, for your overall well-being. It's not about looking a certain way. It's about feeling a certain way, tuning in, providing what you need.
Exactly.
So really think about this. The next time you feel that wave starting stress, anxiety, overwhelm, don't just sit there scrolling or stewing.
Resist the urge to stay frozen.
Yeah. Stand up, stretch, take that quick walk, do a few jumping jacks, whatever feels right, whatever your body is asking for in that moment. You literally have this incredible toolkit within you.
And remember, that next step doesn't need to be huge. It doesn't have to be a marathon. You don't even need fancy gear or a gym membership.
Just one step?
Just one step. And then maybe another. So maybe the question to leave you with is this. What's your next step going to be? How are you going to start listening, really tuning in to what your body needs to find that calm, that clarity?
The power is right there, in your hands, in your feet, ready when you are.